So the goal of family groups is to be Christ for others, and the aims to share Christian life together, support each other, give good example, love as the early Christians loved, and to promote parish community. I think with all that we've said already in terms of how the pandemic has impacted on us, you can see that all of those things have been impacted. See, these aims and goals speak to a structure that can offer people the support that they need at this time. Yet, the problem that we have is the very nature of the pandemic and the preventative measures that are put in place that we need to take work against our ability as family groups to provide with people what they exactly need at this time, that sense of connectedness and support, because we can't gather the way we did before. So we are body creatures. In other words, touch is very important to us to be able to express things like love and intimacy, relationship, and to connect with others. When we can't even touch each other, that has an impact on human beings. Self-isolation and social distancing affect people's mental health, and we know that because we're seeing over and over again on news items that this is something that the government has become super aware of. So it takes energy to stay connected with each other, energy in terms of now, when we can't just gather the way we did before, we need to actually maybe make some phone calls. But one of the things I learned very early in my life is that we tend to gravitate towards people that we feel we will receive something from. You know, the people that we like to hang out with are the people that make us feel good. We tend to avoid the people that we feel are going to be like emotional bloodsuckers, you know, that they're going to take up all our energy away from us. So the result is, when you're in a big group of people, you know, it kind of can be masked. You know, you kind of like can balance out the ones who will take from you with the ones that you will receive from. But when that group setting isn't there, and we've actually got to keep in touch with each other with a phone call, you might get stuck with someone who wants to talk for hours, and you got to listen for hours. So that takes energy. How much are we prepared to put that energy in to keeping those relationships alive when we haven't got the buffer of being able to get together as a family group as we did in the past? This is a little quote from Dietrich Bonhoeffer. "Nothing can make up for the absence of one whom we love, and it would be wrong to try to find a substitute. We must simply hold out and see it through." That sounds very hard at first, but at the same time, it is a great consolation. For the gap, as long as it remains unfilled, preserves the bond between us. It is nonsense to say that God fills the gap. God does not fill it, but on the contrary, keeps it empty and helps us to keep alive our former communion with each other, even at the cost of pain. Have a chat to each other about that.